Hi, I'm Michael Dean, and this is my 15th episode of AI for those over 50. And this time, I watched a show the other night with a bunch of people called South Park. I hadn't really seen it before, but I guess everybody's watching it, and it's a comedy thing. But they were making fun of ChatGPT, and it really, some of the comments I got out of everybody about how scared they are of ChatGPT and some AI stuff and all that kind of surprised me. So this episode, I'm just going to go into ChatGPT and ask it what it thinks of that and how I should react to it and what maybe we all should learn from all that. So, with that, I hope you enjoy episode 15. Okay, I'm going to talk about South Park and how they made fun of ChatGPT and how that kind of disturbed me. I went into ChatGPT and asked it how to think about that because I think there's a lot of benefits coming from how ChatGPT is going to help us in society and become smarter, more productive, etc. And yeah, there's going to be some losses and there's going to be some things not to worry about, but I think the benefits of what this is helping us do is really, really good. So it comes back and it tells me that's a good question. And basically, it's going to lay out here two or three things. You know, South Park makes fun of ChatGPT because it's part of their comedy, and they tend to exaggerate. So they thrive on pointing out society's anxieties and blowing them up. With AI, that means highlighting fears about job loss, cheating in school, people outsourcing, human misconnection, all that. It's not necessarily a verdict, but it's satire, and you have to balance that with what's the reality of what's happening and how this whole new paradigm is really helping us learn. So, you got to separate the humor from reality. Um, the episode's designed to entertain, not to guide people on how to use AI. You need to see the fear behind the jokes. And beneath the satire are real questions society's asking about trust, privacy, misuse. You got to acknowledge that, yes, that is all happening, but AI is bad just that people are adjusting. It's not that it's bad, it's just they're adjusting to how people do this stuff. And so you got to balance this with your experience. I've already learned a lot about how to plan a trip and how to be creative and how to live healthier and how to experience more powerful than just a joke. So it's a tool, not a takeover. Just like calculators didn't destroy math, ChatGPT doesn't replace thinking, it just enhances it. So I think if you think from that standpoint about all the ways it's going to help you get more critical thinking, how it's going to broaden what you can talk about, you know, um, fear comes from the unknown and all that. It's pulling information from all these sources that it's like looking everything up in a encyclopedia and being able to put it back to you in a few seconds. So, you gotta like it. ChatGPT is all about. It's not about the jokes, but they are reflecting the cultural anxieties and all that. You got to put that aside and just think, hey, this is really good at what it's going to do. And so with that, I told, thank you back to ChatGPT, and that ends my talk here. Um, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I look forward to seeing you on my next episode. My point here was just to point out that, yeah, you're starting to see a lot of negative stuff, but you got to kind of look through all that and see where it helps you, but recognize there are going to be some things that you have to be always on the lookout for. In my next episode, I'm going to cover some of that in terms of how you can use ChatGPT to be kind of your security assistant. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you on my next video or episode.